So, how do people look at you in the streets?
As being, for one,
For you being yourself.
yeah, most people look at me as being different. Some people look at me as being weird. I'm very misunderstood as an artist. I have a tomboy side of me and a female side of me. And a lot of people used to ask me, are you a stud, are you a female? And I came up with a whole concept for my project called Two Sides of Me, just to give people an understanding of, like, you know, who I really am, and like go in depth on, like, you know, each side or whatever. And it really, the concept for my project really sparked from my brother. Like, I ain't gonna say he was teasing me about the way I was dressing, but he was always curious to why I would never get, like, dolled up or get prissy or get grilled up. But, you know, for one, I'm a tongue girl. And two, you know, I always wake up feeling different. I wake up one day feeling like a rock star. I wake up the next day want to put on heels. I might wake up the next day and want to dress like a skater boy or skater girl, whatever you want to call it. But to everybody who asks me this question, no, I'm not gay, and no, I do not like girls. So let me just clear it up. But yeah, people, well, what I want people to know, I want people to know me for me and to get to know that, you know, I'm myself on and off the stage, and that's what I want people to respect me for, being myself. I struggled growing up with a lot of insecurities. Just being skinny, like, when I was a child, I never felt like I was pretty, so, you know, it was a lot of stuff that leads to who I am now. And so that's why I want to address, like, some of my personal issues that I went through and battled with as a child. Because I'm very misunderstood. Like, a lot of people, they just see me as this crazy girl. You know, everybody know me for being crazy. I got a song called I'm Crazy that I've been pushing for quite a while. And I want people to know, I want to, you know, represent more than that. Because I have a testimony, I have a story to tell. But for now, I just feel like I'm misunderstood. My fans, they accept me for me, but I'm very misunderstood. And I always been that way. But that's a good thing in a way. Sometimes it's bad, but yeah.
So, what's all this, you know, like, you know, I you know, my ears are to the streets, and what's all this, you know, she thinks she all this, who she thinks she is, and she thinks she this and that. So just kind of tap on that and break that down a little bit.
Yeah, well, I feel like a lot of that has to do with a lot of people's insecurities, like, cause I'm thinking about it, like, you know, just, you know, me put myself in a lot of people's shoes. When I feel like a lot of people say, oh, she thinks she know it all, she thinks she is, I feel like there's just a lack of insecurity within, like, a lot of people. Like, one thing about me, I'm very confident, but it took 10 years for me to get this confident, because I struggle with being confident within myself. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people misinterpret or misunderstand, you know, some of the things that I post on my page. And I don't feel like I'm cocky. I don't feel like I know it all. I'm always asking questions. I'm always trying to learn. But one thing about me, I always ask questions to the right people. People who have more than me or have accomplished more than me. And I always just, you know, I just was trying to give that knowledge back to a lot of artists where they felt like I was, you know, arrogant and all this and all that, which is not the case. You know, I don't view myself how everybody else view myself, because I'm on the inside looking out. I'm not on the outside looking in. But yeah, it was just a whole bunch of mess. You know, I pay attention to what people say, because for one, I'm an artist and I'm trying to brand myself. But I just feel like a lot of people who feel that way, I feel like I touch on, you know, a lot of things that they haven't accomplished, or they struggle, you know, as far as just, like, for instance, paperwork. I don't know why a lot of people get mad when I mention something about that on my page or something, but once I learned the business side of things and, like, started to tap into, like, the business side of stuff, I started to realize how important it was. And so I see a lot of potential in a lot of other artists, and a lot of stuff that I know, nobody down here told me or taught me none of this. It took for somebody outside of, you know, outside of Birmingham to actually, you know, who seen something in me and knew that I was serious, to just be like, yo, do this. And I'm like, okay, well, dang, I know this. Okay, so let me just try to hit this person on this, you know. So it was just like, I feel like it's just a lot of people they're not really making moves and they're not really doing a lot of stuff. And as far as like me thinking I'm better than people, I don't feel that way. Like, if I wanted to be cocky, like if I want to brag about myself and brag about a lot of stuff that I done done and really shut a lot of people down, I mean, I really could, but I'm just confident. I'm very confident. I believe in myself. That's one, like, that's one thing about me. I've always known who I always known who I was as a person. You know, even when I was a child, I always knew who I was. I always knew what I was capable of doing, not capable of doing. And it got to a point where I used to try to fit in, but it's like, I feel like I don't have to step in the room and prove nothing to nobody, because the goal that I wanted to accomplish, I've already accomplished, and that's to get respect from people, just being who I am. Like, I wanted it to be to where the only thing I just try to tell people is that you don't have to follow the industry standards in order to make it. But, I'm not cocky or nothing like that.